Yo, what's good, YouTube? This your boy BayBoy75, and my partner here, Nahamu the Great. Today we just gonna touch on a few things. Then sports has been going on this week. Just it's been very interesting in the sports world as far as boxing and some new moves made in basketball. So just want to hit on a few topics over here and see what y'all think. And if you have not already subscribed to the channel, please do that. Hit the bell icon so you can get the latest information and content from the channel. So let's get to it. Bam. All right, man, we in here, brother. So, got a couple things I want to touch on. It was an interesting week in sports as far as, boxing. A couple of things happened in basketball. So I just want to touch on a couple of things just to, see what y'all think, man. Kawhi Leonard traded to Toronto. Damn. Was that a good idea? Was that a good decision for them to go ahead and make that move? I mean,
not for Toronto. If Toronto wanted a long-term player, I mean, he got 1 year left on his contract, so you pick it up a contract and he might be gone next year. I mean, are you hoping he's going to fall in love with Toronto and hang with Drake?
I don't know, man. It seemed like that's what they banking on. I mean, they gave up DeRozan, but I don't know. It seemed like they wishing for a prayer, you know what I'm saying, and thinking that he's going to just stay there and fall in love with him, but he already said that he wanted to go to LA, man. LA is where he want to be. He ain't trying to be in the cold during the winter time. You want to be like laid up on the beach somewhere, chilling. You know what I mean? Shoot, I don't know, man. I think that was a bad move on Toronto, man. On the other hand, the San Antonio receiving DeRozan, I don't even think that's a good move. I mean, it's all bad both ways if you ask me. I don't think DeRozan he's not gonna take the Spurs anywhere, not in the West at least.
DeRozan got a lot of holes in this game. I mean, DeRozan is not an outside shooter. Right. Kawhi was. So, I mean, you really downgraded. Are you hoping that he can flourish under Popovich's system? Maybe. Is he an elite winner that can take you to the next level? No, he's not. He proved that when he was at Toronto. He's a great player. I mean, but the way I look at it with the Spurs is this is kind of unusual with the Spurs because everybody always says, man, we love playing for San Antonio. It's just a great organization. And now you're kind of seeing the rug getting pulled out from under them. And it's kind of interesting to see. They haven't really shed any light on what really happened with Kawhi and the Spurs anyway. I mean, it's all speculation. So,
right.
So I would love to hear the truth about, but
Yeah. Well, we'll have to see, man. We'll have to wait on that and see what comes of all this because it's crazy. I mean, DeRozan, he's a good player. I mean, during the regular season, but he didn't show up in the playoffs at all, dog. I mean, dude looked horrible, man. I'm like, ugh, what the hell is this guy?
I mean, he's not a 3-point shooter. He has a lot of holes in the game. He's a good defender. I mean, but he doesn't change the game. And during the playoffs, the coach actually benched him because he wasn't effective. So
Exactly.
I mean, so are you hoping Popovich is gonna be like, we gonna turn DeRozan into a superstar? I don't know. And DeRozan was salty about leaving Toronto. So I mean,
Popovich is good, but he ain't no damn Jesus. He ain't pulling no miracles and shit.
You know what I'm saying? So
you ain't turning water into wine no time soon, bro.
Yeah, the thing about it though, I mean, they for years and years, San Antonio Spurs is such a classic organization. They're so glorious, and hopefully you can run an organization like this. Kawhi hasn't said anything. I'm dying to hear about what Kawhi has to say about the situation.
Kawhi don't say shit anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't know if that motherfucker happy, mad, sad. He ain't gonna say shit anyway. And all these motherfuckers ridiculing him and talking about, why haven't you said, when has he ever said anything? You know, dude is he's just chill, man. He's like, why don't he say anything? I mean, old girl on, what's that? Michelle Beal or whatever her name is. She's just beating him up, dog, because she's a fucking San Antonio Spurs fan, and she just, you know, throwing him to the wolves like, shit, you're acting like a brat. He's acting like a diva and all this type of shit. I'm like, well, motherfucker, shit. This motherfucker was hurt. Shit. I mean, what did you expect? I mean, and then y'all trying to act like y'all trying to throw him under the bus and talking about like talking down on him like he's faking an injury or something.
This is the thing. This is what we know for sure. Kawhi Leonard has always been an upstanding citizen off the court. He's never had off the court issues. If he having issues with an organization, then what are the issues to say the hell with it, I want to play with this team. So my thing is, he don't want to play for the team no more.
Most likely, he's not the issue.
Yeah, he ain't the issue. That's what we're trying to say.
He's not the issue.
Yeah,
there's something else going on that we just don't know about. But, you know, we can speculate and all that type of shit. But I'm not here to start no false news, so I don't know what the hell's going on. But it's just, I mean.
But just looking at his track record, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I can understand DeMarcus Cousins having some shit problems.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or somebody else having some issues with somebody else. But Kawhi Leonard's been you know what I'm saying, on and off the court, he's been a role model.
Been a saint, man.
Yeah.
He still drives a fucking Pinto.
Yeah.
Around town, you know. He's a humble guy, man. He doesn't.
You know, taking out the garbage, cutting his yard and stuff like that.
Right.
I mean, you know.
Shit, maybe get his hair braided once a month. Shit.
So I don't, you know, when we look at that situation, he was salty over a situation. Now we can go back to the year before that, and my speculation is, you know, I think Popovich put him in that Western Conference Finals when he was still injured, and I think that was the issue, and they blamed that injury on Pachulia because it was convenient. But the real reason why he was injured is because Popovich wanted him to play so bad against the Warriors.
Yeah.
So,
exactly. Yeah.
So we can go back to that if you really want to be 100 about it.
Right. They forcing the man to play and shit. And motherfucker talking about, he's telling you he's fucked up. He's not right.
Yeah.
Anyway, whatever. But it is what it is. So, man. It's been crazy, man. And in the boxing world, man, your boy Terrence Crawford is looking awesome, dude. Congrats to him, man. He's won the ESPY award for Fighter of the Year. Man, that's huge, man. I mean, this guy is great, man. To move in different divisions and go pound for pound the way he has is just a phenomenal thing. Coming from the young man, he's doing a great job. I mean, there's a lot of good things going on with this kid, man. Hopefully, they'll continue. I can see it going on for a long time.
I think the only issue is I have with the Fighter of the Year. I do think he's Fighter of the Year. The only issue I have is ESPN gave out the award. He fights exclusively now on ESPN, so it's really convenient for him to get that award. Now, do I think he's the Fighter of the Year? Yeah. If he wasn't going to win Fighter of the Year, Lomachenko was going to win it, and Lomachenko fights exclusively on ESPN. So, I mean, you know, either way, I think that Terrence Crawford is a great fighter. I would love to see him and Pacquiao are going to happen next year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So him and Pacquiao are going to happen next year. They paid. This is my theory. They paid Matisse, said, look, dude, we're going to pay you a little extra money, make it look easy for Pacquiao so we can market this fight. Because Matisse was just standing there getting punched.
Yeah, I didn't get to see the fight, man. I didn't get to see it. I was
he was
out of town.
He's a punching bag.
Yeah, from what I hear, man, he's just sitting up there just taking it. Just taking it.
And if you look at Pacquiao's last couple fights, Pacquiao looked very human. So, you know, my thing is, it was real fishy and convenient But he looked like the old Pacquiao.
Yeah, he looked superhuman from what I was seeing on some of the highlights. I was like, oh snap, where this guy been?
He looked like the old Pacquiao, and on top of that, he's fighting on ESPN. He's exclusively fighting on ESPN. So are they going to arrange something where they fighting in Macau or Malaysia or something? Because you know he can't fight in America, because as soon as he comes to America, the IRS going to be at his...
They're going to be in the ring waiting on his ass. Like, shit. Surprise, motherfucker.
This is the thing about Pacquiao. He's not pulling the wool over my eyes. You know, that's one thing about Pacquiao. Even in his prime, you know what I'm saying, this is a very beatable fighter. He's a great fighter, but he's very beatable. And once you crack that code on Pacquiao, because there's several ways you can beat him. One way you can do what Juan Manuel Marquez do and just pick him apart. Mm-hmm. Or you can do it what Floyd Mayweather do it, just be elusive and pick him apart with defense. So there's several ways you can do that. Terence Crawford can do both. So he can pick you apart with defense, and he's very surgical in the ring. Mm-hmm. Not to level Marquez. Marquez was just drinking urine and stuff and just coming in the ring energized. It's just, you know, he's it's a masterful play from their promoters. I think it's De La Hoya is promoting them now. So it's a masterful play. De La Hoya is very crooked. I knew De La Hoya was in the hotel room in some lingerie saying, you know what? You know what? Let's make this really crack against Terence Crawford. So I think that's gonna be 2019 fight, March or April.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. I'll be down to see that one. That'll be something to look forward to if it happens. I mean, like, wow, okay, cool. But yeah, man. So and also Terence Crawford, man, in Omaha, Nebraska, he had a street named after him. It's called Bud Crawford Street or something like that. And that's a big deal, man, for a brother to come up in a city in Nebraska to get a street named after you. I mean, that's huge, man. That was awesome, though. So hats off to your boy Terence Bud Crawford. Keep it up, man. You're going down in history, man.
And I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna have a hard time when Terence Crawford and Errol Spence, when y'all fight. I'm gonna have a hard time with that one. I might not watch the fight and just wait for the results, because I love both fighters.
I know, man. It's like pulling teeth on trying to pick a fighter, man. I don't want to see either one of those dudes lose, man. But this is what we need, though, in boxing. We need to see the best fight the best,
and
man.
they want to fight each other.
And they do. So that's what's good about it.
I don't know if I want to watch it. It's gonna be great for boxing, but I don't know if I want to watch that, man. Because I love both fighters to death. I love their personalities.
Right.
They family man. They down to earth. I love both dudes, man. Yeah. So it's gonna be hard for me to pick, man.
I'm not even gonna pick. I don't even think I'm gonna pick. I'm just gonna watch, man. I'll have to watch it though. I mean, no matter what, I gotta support. You know what I'm saying? Because two brothers, man. You know, gotta see what they do, man.
That's for me. They're like Martin Luther King and Malcolm X in the ring, fighting each other. I'm like, man, I don't know, man. Look, man, it's just right now. When guys want to fight each other, that's good. Yeah. So they want to fight each other. Yeah. It's rare in boxing right now.
What have we been talking about all this time? The fighters not wanting to fight each other, and then you get these two guys who not running from each other, and they want to fight each other. So now we like, damn, I don't want to see the fight. Damn, man. But seriously though, man, that's just the way these guys are, man. They'll have you like that because they both are great stand-up guys, man, and they really, you don't want to see either one of those guys lose, man. At least I don't, But this is what boxing is all about, though. you're gonna see. I mean, Hagler had to fight Hearns, man. You know, I mean,
I mean,
these guys have to fight each other. So
that's
you know,
a good example right there.
yeah. So you know, it is what it is, man. This is gonna be a historical night whenever it does happen. So I'll be ready.
Yeah,
I'll be ready by then. But yeah, man. So AJ, man, he had a press conference in New York, and very private. You know, none of the not everybody was invited. So you know, they had they picked their few that they wanted to attend to that event. So, but however, we had some real people in there, brothers in there, to interview and ask the real questions instead of asking them, you know, all the soft shit and letting them get away off the hook easily. The brother Blue Blood Sport was there, and he was on AJ's helmet, man. You know, was asking him all the tough questions. He was, you know, ducking and dodging like what AJ do. You know what I'm saying? And you know, just trying to beat around the bush about, you know, explaining about how, why he didn't take the 50 million. You know, talking about, it wasn't in my bank account. It's not in my bank account. So, I mean, where's the money? I'm looking for it. I'm like, motherfucker, since when did they start paying you before you fight? You know what I'm saying? I mean, so you saying that you didn't have the proof of funds. Oh, I didn't see it. It wasn't there. I didn't see it. I'm not what I said. I'm just saying I didn't see it. I'm like, well, dude, whatever, man. But, yeah, special salute to the brother Blue Blood Sports, man. He went in there. He, you know, asked the tough questions when the other reporters was just asking, you know, about his personal life and, you know, just shit that we don't even care about as boxing fans, man. You know, so salute to that brother, man, and to the new media. You know what I'm saying? This is what we want to know. The people's media. This is what we just gonna call that. And you know, because we want to know the real. We want to know what's true. We don't want to know no sugar-coated shit about how many how many push-ups you did this morning, and you know, are you single, and all this type of bullshit. Who gives a damn about that? I mean, we want to know about boxing, okay? I mean, we want to know about when you fighting Deontay Wilder. All this other stuff is just, you know, who cares? I don't. So yeah, special shout out to brother Blue Blood, man, for that. Man, salute, brother. You's a hero in my eyes, man. Telling you, not too many reporters can go in and demand the truth like that, man, and still, you know, still be around. You know what I'm saying? So, hats off to you, brother.
Yeah, let me say this: I don't like nothing about Anthony Joshua now.
Man,
I mean, there's nothing about him that makes me like the dude, man. It just everything's so manufactured, everything's so phony. You know, and every time I look at it, man, it's almost seeming like a professional wrestler, man, that's just gonna go in the ring, and you know what the outcome's gonna be. It's just a phony person that I see. And that little thing what he had with Big Baby Miller, that was phony. Mm-hmm. It was so phony. I mean, Big Baby, I mean, what are you gonna do? You're not known for being hard and getting talking people off the stage and stuff like that. You ain't, you know what I mean? It's nothing, at this point, there's nothing to like about it. Nothing. No. I mean, they had this documentary on Netflix called The Road, where he is on the road to Klitschko, how he beat Klitschko and all this stuff. Klitschko's not no great fighter. You know what I'm saying? Klitschko's not known to, he's not regarded as one of the great heavyweights of all times. And anybody who knows boxing knows that. Klitschko was just a champion at the convenient time. That's it.
Right.
And if you know anything about Klitschko suffered some of the worst beatdowns in the history of boxing. Mm-hmm. So when Layman Brewster got a hold of him, he beat the hell out of him.
Right.
When Corey Sanders, a journeyman boxer, nobody heard of, got the hold of him, beat the hell out of him. So take that off your resume, man. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? That's like working 6 months at McDonald's. Take that off your resume. You beat nobody. And you barely made it through George Takam. You barely survived that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? At this point, there's nothing I like about you, dude. You're a phony. If I, you know what I'm saying? If I seen you coming to my house or something like that, I would just turn my water hose and start spraying it at you. You know what I'm saying?
I'm like, get this shit out my yard.
You know, I mean, I just every time and right on Blue Blood and all these other cats calling this dude out, man. You know what I'm saying? The dude is so phony, man.
Right.
He's so phony. I get tired of looking at him, and he just, you know, it's ridiculous that, you know what I'm saying, this guy calls himself the heavyweight champion of the world, and when you don't want to fight anybody, there's no guarantee you're gonna beat Povetkin for one.
Okay, that's real talk.
Yeah, and to be quiet as kept, you say you want to fight Big Baby Miller next. Are you gonna get past that fight?
I don't even think. I mean, you know, I don't know what's gonna happen, man. I mean, I think all these next fights that he's gonna have is gonna be all, you know, just fights that, you know, just to delay the Deontay Wilder talk. You know what I mean? I mean, Wilder is all anybody wants to do is all everybody wants to do is see that. You know what I'm saying? All these little other fights that he's trying to sneak in there before he fights Wilder. I mean, you know, that's just garbage.
That's the thing. I don't think he has any intention of fighting Wilder.
No, I mean, he gonna wait till Wilder is on his fucking deathbed. Oh, what's up now? Yeah, let's fight now.
Yeah, because I don't see nothing about this cat that is telling me he wants to get in the ring with Wilder. I mean, on the last show we did, we talked about he didn't even want Wilder in the ring.
Right. I mean, he's scary, man. He's a coward, dude. I don't see nothing like stand up about this dude, man. He don't even think for himself. It's like everything he has to say, it has to, you know, it's not like a true stand up answer that's coming straight from his heart, man. You know, it's all fucking orchestrated. You know what I mean? It's like, dude, just be real, man. You know, if you don't want to fight Wilder right now, just say you don't want to fight Wilder right now. Just be real. You know what I'm saying? You always got to make up some kind of fucking reason and try to blame somebody else why it didn't happen. I mean, dude, just you know, it's obvious you don't want to fight the dude right now, man. It's obvious. You look fucking scared as hell every time the man's name is mentioned. So, you know, you freeze up like a little bitch. But
and you know, and the only place you safe right now is the UK. I mean, because if you step out the confines of that country, people gonna ask you about Deontay Wilder.
Right.
And if you know, saying there's only one way you can get rid of this: fight him and beat him. I don't think you can do it.
Right. And now they're going back to this narrative about they never seen the money and all this type of shit. I'm like, dude, I thought we already been through all this. Now they going back saying that, oh, well, I've never seen the money. Where's the money at? And the 50 million and all this. I'm like, oh my gosh, are we going here again? Really? Like, dude, okay, if the 50 million wasn't there, won't you call his bluff then? You know what I'm saying? If he's calling you out and saying that he got 50 million, call his bluff then. Offer them the fight then. I mean, tell him you'll take it. You know, shit. I mean, that's all you got to do. You know, just call a man's bluff. See if he real. I mean, if I'm not gonna put my name out there and say, oh, I got this much money, knowing I don't have it. You know, and knowing I can't really offer it to you, you know what I'm saying? Why would he do that? It don't even make no sense. I mean, he would just put a bad scar on his name, and his credibility would go down the drain if he was to do some shit like that. You know, nobody believes you, dude. Whenever you say that, Joshua, I mean, nobody believes you. So just go ahead and just be real, man. Say, I'm not ready for that fight right now. I need to work on my craft a little bit. But it's too late because you already called out that Deontay Wilder. You called him out, first of all. He didn't call you out. He was going to just sit back and let you, develop a little bit more. He wasn't tripping. He wasn't thinking about your little ass. But now, you know what I'm saying, you called him out, and now he comes up and like, okay, well, what's up then? And now you, like, backing down and shit. Like, what the hell? It's just weak, man. I don't respect that.
I don't know what's going on with the dude. I blame Eddie Hearn just as much as I do. Eddie Hearn sees a material possession he's going to use, just like in Django. You know what I'm saying? I got me in some nigga fighting. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just pure He just using that Anthony Joshua as a cash cow. He know he can fill up Wembley Stadium 4 times a year with about 80, 90,000 people.
Right.
The viewership is going to be high in the UK, and they can just make money off that. And if he's happy with that, then he can live with himself. He can look at himself in the mirror and say that. That's fine. I'm gonna tell you like this. Joe Frazier couldn't look at himself in the mirror until he said, "You know what? I gotta fight Ali."
Exactly. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Evander Holyfield couldn't look at himself in the mirror and say, "I need to fight Mike Tyson."
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's what makes these fighters great.
Yeah.
You looking at yourself in the mirror. You say, "Hopefully, I won't have to fight any true competitors in my career, and I can be considered one of the great champions of all time."
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And this is another thing that really, really bothers me above anything else. A lot of British people are comparing Anthony Joshua to Muhammad Ali, which is like the most.
Oh my God!
You know,
that's like the most blasphemous shit you can say, like
straight blasphemy
ever.
You know what I'm saying?
You need to be bitch slapped for real.
There's reporters asking you, comparing you to Ali, comparing your career to Ali and stuff like that. Dude, you're not Ali.
Nah. See what they doing? They juicing this dude's head up so fucking big to where if he was ever to go down in a fight, man, and he was to get beat, it would be to the point of no return. Because the bigger you are, the harder they fall, man. This is what they mean by that. His head is so big right now. The way they blowing him up, and they got the whole UK just like, oh my God, this is the greatest guy that ever stepped foot in the ring. Coming out of our country. Dude, it will be devastating for that guy to lose. Okay, that's what they fear. That's why his fans are all like, all backing him, because why else wouldn't they want to see him fight Deontay Wilder if they think that he could easily beat him? You know what I'm saying? I mean, they would want to see the fight. They wouldn't be caring about the money split and how much they getting paid and all that type of stuff. Who cares about that? This ain't fucking. Who can guess who's to make the most money or whatever? I mean, it ain't about that. It's about fighting.
I don't know, man. It's very obvious. That's why me and you both saying that this is very obvious. It's obvious ducking. Is very deliberate. They don't want to see Deontay Wilder for nothing. They don't want to see him. They don't want him in the ring. They don't want him in the country. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? They're scared of the dude. They're terrified of the dude. So I mean, is he because he's American? Because he grew up in the hood? I don't know, man. It's just you can't call yourself the world champion and not fight the best fighters in the world.
Right. Well, I heard he was trying to call out Tyson Fury now. I just heard about this,
and I think Tyson Fury can beat. This is the thing. Tyson Fury fought Klitschko too.
Yeah.
Tyson Fury dominated Klitschko.
Mm-hmm.
Joshua, you fought Klitschko.
You got knocked on your ass.
You got knocked on your ass. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, and this is the thing. Tyson Fury is on all kind of drugs. He's fat as hell. You know what I'm saying? He might be he got all kind of issues mentally and physically. You know what I'm saying? He got to take these like breaks so he can get himself clean and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. I still think the dude can beat you.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it, man. Sure.
He dominated Klitschko.
Yeah. See, Wilder should just go ahead and just fight these dudes, man. And while Joshua was bullshitting, just clean out the division and just so anybody that AJ has to fight after Povetkin will be Wilder's leftovers. You know what I mean? So just if I was Wilder, I wouldn't even be worried about fucking AJ because he's full of shit.
Yeah, I don't think Wilder is worried about. You know what I'm saying? I think Wilder is moving on. There's some competent, decent heavyweights. I'd rather see Wilder fight with Tyson Fury.
Yeah.
Than Joshua. I think it'd be more entertaining fight.
Right.
And this is the thing about Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury is an epic shit talker.
Oh, hell yeah.
This dude shit talking skills is on another level. And, you know what I'm saying? Just to see those press conferences, it's gonna be worth the. Those are gonna be worth the wait right there.
Yeah,
I love to see those press conferences.
Yeah, that's gonna hype up the fight like phenomenal. So that's gonna be a huge fight within itself. I mean, they really don't need Joshua. It's just that
Yeah. He's still a world champion. He's just not the unified,
he's just
undisputed world
paper champion, man. He's a paper champion, dude. He didn't fucking beat nobody to get those belts. He received those belts because Tyson Fury, let him go. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like he beat Tyson Fury to get him. You know what I'm saying?
And that's the bottom line. That's the truth that needs to be told about this whole story. I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah.
If Tyson Fury wasn't such a dope fiend, he'd still be the heavyweight champion right now. We wouldn't have never heard of your ass.
Exactly. So you could thank Tyson Fury for those belts and your status right now.
Yeah. So
while you trying to defend against some weak motherfuckers, you're running away from the real champion, the people's champion. Yeah.
And just like when Riddick Bowe, they stripped him of the one of the belts. Mm-hmm. And Lennox Lewis got the belt. Lennox Lewis, you didn't beat nobody. Lennox Lewis, he didn't beat anybody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, these are the belts should be won and lost in the ring. You shouldn't be giving somebody some belts, or you know what I'm saying. I understand there needs to be like a little tournament or something like that. But.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's another thing. They need to have more tournaments in the boxing, man. Like it should be tournaments. I think when you got like top 10, fighters.
A welterweight tournament right now.
Yeah, man. Oh my gosh.
A welterweight tournament right now would be must see TV.
Right.
Is that gonna happen?
I don't know. It should. Yeah. It should. I mean, that's what boxing should be. It should be a tournament. It should be like, okay, you fight such and such amount of fights, and then at the end, whoever the top, rankings of the top however many boxers should slug it out over the next year or whatever.
And a welterweight tournament would be perfect. I mean, you got me salivating a little bit over that because even in the welterweight tournament, just for viewership, I put Adrian Broner in it. I put Adrian Broner.
Yeah.
I would have Danny Garcia, Crawford, Errol Spence. What's the dude with the receding hairline and stuff like that? And the young cat that's going to fight Garcia pretty soon. Forgot his name, but you mean Porter?
Porter, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I mean, the hairline go back down the ear, and he still got a full head of hair. So.
I know. Little George Jefferson going on.
You know, all you got to do is come down the ring like George Jefferson with a little George Jefferson walk. I mean,
up.
I mean, you know what I'm saying. I mean, that's a good point, man. It'd be wonderful to have more tournaments.
Yeah, I mean that way it's no ducking and dodging, man. You gotta earn everything, and it's like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean that's what the fans would love. I mean that would be great for boxing, in my opinion. That would be awesome.
You bring so many fans to boxing. It wouldn't be. It would be so. You know what I'm saying? Exciting.
Right. I mean, you'll bring in more casual fans because, it'll be easier to follow. You know what I'm saying? Because they'll be like, what the hell's going on with all these belts and everything? They don't know how that shit is fucking sorted out. But when you have a tournament and, you can, have it written out and, have it scheduled to, who fights who after who wins and all that type of stuff and have like a nice little bracket, you know what I'm saying? That'd be,
that'd be wonderful.
That'd be great.
I think they had a tournament, a featherweight tournament, a couple years ago, a Super 6 featherweight. I don't know for sure. I remember the major one was the super middleweight, but Andre Ward won.
Right.
I think. But I think they had another one after and didn't do as well as the Andre Ward one. So,
actually, I think they are having another tournament coming up this year. I don't know if it's. I think it's a lightweight tournament, though.
Yeah.
I don't think it's welterweight. Pretty sure it's not welterweight. That'd be all over the place.
Me personally, I think if you don't defend your title, you should go to jail. You know what I'm saying? If you don't defend your title within 90 days, you need to be incarcerated. That's how I feel about it. You know what I'm saying? Against the top #1 contenders,
right?
You know what I'm saying? You should be going to jail. And, you know, I'm not talking no county jail. I'm talking a real max custody lockup where you in there getting canteen and shit.
Solitary confinement.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because it's criminal what y'all doing to the fans.
Yeah, man. Y'all just straight robbing us, man. Robbing us, killing us, man.
Yeah, it's and I know the fights that we want to see next year are not gonna happen. Because we talk this shit every year. Oh, they gonna fight. It's not gonna happen. We know that. You know what I'm saying? These dudes don't want to fight. You know? And I thought, you know what I'm saying, and I keep harping on this, I thought Keith Thurman was a different guy than what I thought he was. And I was wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it's just, I want the best fighters fighting the best, like the 70s and 80s and the 90s. The best fighting the best. You know what I'm saying? In all divisions.
Right.
Classic fights.
Yep.
Memorable fights that you remember when you was a kid.
Yeah.
I remember when I was a kid when I saw a Hagler Hearns fight.
Man.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's one of my most vivid, most violent fights I ever saw.
Oh man, it was one of the greatest, man.
Yeah.
Sure.
And when you're a little kid watching that fight, I mean, it is etched in stone in my memory.
Right. And boxers these days, they should look forward to having situations like that, to being in a situation like that, and wanting to prove themselves.
Even
and
lose.
put yourself. Yeah, you're still gonna go down as historical, man. I mean, it's not, you can't lose, even if you do lose the actual match.
Yeah.
I mean, to be in that situation, you know, unless you just go in there and get knocked out in the first round. I mean, but shit,
You know
if you so-called one of the best in your division, I mean, shit, you should be, you know, be able to hold that up.
Exactly.
Be able to, you know.
You know what I'm saying? I'm beyond frustrated with this man. I mean, I'm waiting. Essentially, I'm waiting on that 1 or 2 fights a year that I'm excited about, and that's all I get. Instead of seeing something exciting every month, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting maybe 1 or 2 fights a year. If I'm lucky.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
if I'm lucky.
If you're lucky.
Yeah,
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It's rare that you see 2 fighters at the top of their game. You know what I'm saying? Let's duke it out. Let's go toe to toe. I'm in my prime and you're in my prime. The last fight we saw that was Garcia versus Thurman. You know what I'm saying? And Thurman, after he won his fight, he said, "You know what? I don't care about fighting anymore. I just want to be in love." You know what I'm saying? I just want to be in love. I just want to play the flute and, you know what I'm saying, wear little outfits and shit and just ride horses. I don't know what the fuck he's doing, but he doesn't care about getting in these guys' asses and talking shit, coming to the fight and say, as soon as I heal up, I'm whooping all your asses. He's doing none of that. So
nothing, man. I ain't heard nothing from that dude. Period.
You know what I'm saying?
He
ain't even on Instagram.
Yeah, I don't know. He closed himself off to the world, man, because he's just, you know, he's in his comfort zone, I guess. He's where he want to be, man. I just don't, you know, I just wish the brother would, you know, come back and defend his titles. Do something, man.
Do something.
I would like to see Errol Spence knock his ass out.
Yeah, I would, now I would. I mean, earlier I thought Keith Thurman was a stand-up guy who was going to change the division. I was wrong.
Yeah, I mean, by the looks of things, you couldn't tell me anything different.
Yeah,
you know, I mean, dude was a fire, man.